Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 25th of March to Friday the 29th of March 2024. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the monthly chart. And if you look at the monthly chart of the Nifty, we are consolidating after a strong move to the upside. The past 2 months have been more or less consolidating, and it looks like the month of March is also going to be a little bit of a tricky month. If you look at the weekly prices, after moving quite strong to the downside, have now shown a little bit of strength and bouncing out of a daily demand zone. Let me show you that demand zone quickly over here. So right now we are bouncing off this daily demand zone, and it is expected that if in case this bounce shows some strength, then we would move towards this area over here. So this is going to be that next supply zone that probably the markets can target 22,333 to 22,553, and 21,740 to 21,530 are going to be the next crucial levels. If the market does break any of these levels, we are bound to see a pretty strong move either to the downside or then to the upside. But as long as these prices are holding, we might expect the markets to be consolidated. Let's move on to the Bank Nifty now, and let's start off with the monthly chart on the Bank Nifty. All right, let's remove all the tools here first. So if you look at the Bank Nifty chart, we are holding on to this monthly level of demand. So far, so good, it is holding, but we are also seeing a little bit of a reaction from the weekly level over here, and markets are consolidating. Now, there is a possibility that in case if the Nifty and the Bank Nifty start moving towards the upside, then we might again start moving strongly towards the highs. So let's look at the daily chart, and on the daily chart, we can clearly see that price came into this level of demand and is currently holding this demand level. And as long as the price holds on to this level of demand, price might tend to consolidate, might retest this level, and might then continue to move to the upside, right? So the next move, in case if there is a little bit of strength to the upside, will be this gap fill. So we might expect the Bank Nifty to move between 46,105 to 45,645 as the level of demand, and 48,000, 48,333 can be the next level of supply. All right, let's move on to the next market here. We are going to be looking at the Nifty Financial Services, so also known as the Fin Nifty. So let's look at the Fin Nifty first with a monthly perspective. So like the Bank Nifty, the Fin Nifty is also holding pretty strong. It's holding on to this monthly level of demand. If you go on to the weekly chart, it's holding on to the weekly level as well. If you move on to the daily chart, currently very similar to the Bank Nifty, the Fin Nifty is also holding on to this level of dip. Now, if you closely observe both the charts, we also have a gap level here on the Fin Nifty, which is not yet filled. But on the Bank Nifty, the level is filled. So there is a possibility that the Fin Nifty will also try to fill this gap eventually. Until then, the markets might tend to be slightly bullish to sideways on the Fin Nifty. Let's move on to the next sector here. We are going to be looking at the mid cap Nifty. So let's look at mid select. Let's select the correct symbol here first. And let's start off with the monthly chart. So after a very, very strong move, we are seeing a little bit of a correction in this month, but the prices have now started showing some strength, and we are coming into this level of demand here on the weekly. So this is your tested level of demand. Price came here again, showed some nice strength, and now it's pushing itself to the upside. If you look at the daily chart, so we are seeing a nice pattern develop right now on the mid cap Nifty. We also have this gap level of demand, which is very, very interesting because the markets did close, and then the next day we had a gap up. So this is the pro gap level, and usually I'm just going to mark this level over here. So there is another pro gap level over here, which I'm going to mark it as a demand level, although there is no basing candle here. What is interesting to see is this gap level. Price came very close to filling this gap, but even before they could fill, the prices started moving to the upside. Now, what does this mean? This means that the price can continue to move to the upside, and we might see a little bit of a rally after a lot of beating which has been happening on the mid cap sector as such. So the next possible move that we see on mid cap could be towards these areas. So this is from where the prices actually fell, and we might expect the prices to go back to these levels or even print new highs. All right, so mid cap is looking slightly bullish, at least based on today's price closing. Let's move on to the next market now. We are going to be looking at the currency market. So let's look at USD INR. Let's look at the spot chart here. So let's start off with the monthly. So if you look at the monthly chart, after a lot of consolidation, it has given a strong move to the upside and it has printed new highs. Okay, now usually when that happens, it's not a good sign for the indexes because more or less the USD INR is inversely correlated. But after a very long time, the prices have been able to convincingly break this very strong resistance of 83.40. And you can see today, in fact, the week was very positive, but this week we have started or we have opened gap down. Now, what is interesting to see is that we have this demand zone here. Let me just mark it for you. So on the 4-hour, on the weekly chart, this is your level of demand. And then when we go on to the daily, we also have this level of demand sitting here. Right? So not this gap level, but this entire drop, base, and rally. So market probably like this. So this is going to be a crucial area of demand. And if prices continue to move down, we might see the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and most of the indices pushing up. Mid-cap Nifty is already showing us that it wants to push and move to the upside. But it could happen that if USD INR again gaps down, then that will push the indices at the new highs. Okay, so 82.90 to 82.64 is going to be a crucial level on the USD INR. So let us keep a close watch on this level for the coming week. Now let's look at the heavyweights. So let's start off first with Reliance. And let us start off with the monthly chart. All right. So on monthly chart, after a strong rally, we are seeing a little bit of consolidation. On the weekly chart, also, we are seeing a little bit of a corrective move to the downside. We have this picture of supply over here, no clear evidence yet. On the weekly, this is our fresh level of demand. If we go on to the daily level is pretty much intact. But what is interesting to see is now on Reliance, we are also seeing a level of supply. So let's just keep a close watch on this because this is going to be very interesting. So if you look at this overall level over here, this is that origin of the move, and this is that supply. So what are markets trying to do is markets are trying to push to the upside, but they have already printed new lows here. So any retracement to the upside might get sold out. But again, that completely depends upon the market mood. 29.76, 27 will be the level to watch out for supply on Reliance, which is not an easy area, but maybe Reliance might struggle a little bit to break this supply zone. On the demand zone, we have this drop base rally. So this is also a nice area to initiate longs. And 27.26 to 26.45 are going to be the key levels for Reliance for this week. All right, let's move on to the next market, which is HDFC Bank. Let's look at HDFC Bank. And if you look at HDFC Bank, nothing much has changed. Prices are stuck into this monthly level of demand, and I've been time and time saying again and again that right now it's not a good time to initiate shorts because we are in a very big time frame level of demand. Longs are also giving us a little bit of a problem here. So we have this level of demand over here, which is this drop base rally. So let's keep a close watch on this level. Prices have never ever come there. So there might be another spurt of a move to the downside before HDFC Banks takes a new direction. So 1391 to 1363 is going to be a critical area on HDFC Bank to watch out for this week based on the daily chart. So pretty much this is it from me from this side, and hope you enjoyed the analysis. Please keep in mind that this is a truncated week, so we have trading only on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This week, Monday and Friday are going to be holidays. So definitely enjoy your holidays with your family and loved ones, and I hope you enjoyed the analysis. Do click on the subscription button and become a member of the Sher Khan channel on YouTube. And if you do have any valuable comments, please post your comments in the comment section. Looking forward to see you all next week with some great analysis. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.